Hello guys, welcome to my channel. Here I want to do a tray, but I want to try this new resin at Micheals. It's the new at Micheals. It's kind of pricey, but use a coupon and you should be fine. Now this is, you got 2-hour work time, 20 hours in cure time. A and B, you have 2A plus 1B, but I'm not worrying about that because as long as I use it all, we good. Because I'm going to use the whole container, because I think that's going to fill this up, at least this. Well, I don't want to fill it up, I just want to get the bottom base done. Okay, BP free, gelatin free. Use as a protective coat or for casting into molds. Okay. You have this showing you what you can do, how to use it. Mix 2 doses of resin with 1 dose of hardener. Mix well twice. Let sit for a few minutes. Ready to use in mold or protective casing. What they mean by protective casing, meaning like, say for instance, you have this, it's in the mold of course, and you put it a layer over top of it to seal it in. To seal everything in. That's all. So what comes in it is you got the 1B, 1A, 2 gloves, 2 stir sticks, 2 scoops, and instructions. Okay. You got the 2 gloves, one for one hand, one for each hand. 2 scoops. 2 sticks, stir sticks. Instructions. A, B, box. Directions. This is good for molds or casting in molds, or do into edge support, you know, like jewelry casing, you know, the small little jewelry things. You need to add 2 parts of A to 1 part B. You need not to stir very rapidly because you'll get bubbles. You should let it sit to get rid of bubbles. Mix into container. I have my container. Allow to sit to dry for 24 hours away from dust. So that's the main thing. Into container, medium choice. You can add anything to it, like you can do mica powders, paint, glitter, all the above. Do not go over the 45-minute mixing time, or you will have a big old clump. So, give you the basics. So let's get this started. Always wear your gloves, always wear your mask. Use a mask that has filters. Well, first of all, you see these? Yeah, don't like them. And this is my first time using this, so I'm giving you the first take on it. I'm trying to, come on out, gloves. I'm trying to give you the first, trying to show you things the first time, to give you how it would look if you would buy it. Because I hate when I get things and you see people doing it, but they never show you the process of your faults, your mistakes. And I'm going to start doing that. You might see my videos be speeded up, but that's me blabbering nonsense. But you see my work, you see my my mistakes. You will see the length time. Now, if you want to get that out, all you got to do, it's a piece of glitter. Just take a piece of something sticky, tape, I'm going to try to use this washi tape because it's right here. And if I don't get it now, I'm going to forget about it. And it comes right out. So any glitter, particles, hair, anything you see, just do that, because you don't want to use water. Because when you use water and you don't dry it completely, they don't mix well. Okay, so I have a measuring cup that's 500 milliliters, and this is 200 milliliters with 100 milliliters. So if I want to use all of this, I have to use all of this. So do we want to take and just look? I don't want to use that. So what I want to do is just measure this out and make sure it's 200 milliliters. So far, this says it's not 2 milliliters. So first of all, they lied. Lies! Okay. So I think I'm gonna say that's about it. And again, they lied about the 200 milliliters because it is, how do you read that? 1, 2, 3, 4. It's the 4 notches under 200. So you have 200, so how do you read that? I don't know. So if that's 100, so that's 25. So I don't know how you do that. 10, 20, 30, 40, 50. Okay. 110, 120, 130, 140. So it's only 240, no, 140 milliliters. Is that how you do it? I told you I'm not the smartest cookie out there. So let's see what this comes out. Here we go. We're going to mix. As long as you have what you're supposed to have, you're good. So I'm going to let this drip all out. And it comes out to be, instead of 300 milliliters total, it comes out to be 240 milliliters. That's even. So you have 2 of one and 1 of one. 2 of A and 1 of B. Making sure I get it all. So that, it might not be the 100 milliliters or the 200 milliliters, but it is 100% even. So let's stir with the stick. And you see how it's getting cloudy. That's what it's supposed to do. And you just stir, stir, stir. I should have had a time. What time is it? Hold it, let me see. Okay. I want to do this for 5 minutes. I could have had this done earlier, but I wanted you to see the new, toss that out, the new crystal resin that I'm going to try. Just trying it out because it's at Micheals, because not a lot of people can go online and buy the expensive stuff. Some people can only buy what they have at their local art supply store. And you see that I'm not going real crazy, and there's no bubbles so far. It's still cloudy, but all you do is stir. As long as I just cover the bottom, I'm good, because I want to put handles. And that has to be a second resin pour. So I'll wait till this dries about 4 to 6 hours and then do another layer of resin over it. Make sure you get the sides and the bottom. It doesn't have no odor, so that's good. But still, you want to keep your windows open, your door open if you have that. Try not to do this in your bedrooms. If you have a house that has a room that has multiple windows and you can turn a fan on to blow out the fumes and have a face mask on, please do so. If you don't want to do this in a house where you have your family smelling it, just do it outside. If you have a porch, do it on your porch. If you have a shed, do it in your shed. Okay, guys. So far, it's gotten clear. But let me see the time. And that was so far 4 minutes. Okay. Very nice. Okay. Now, I'm going to let this sit for a sec.
First, let me get the sides, make sure I got everything. Okay, looks good. I don't see no strands, no bubbles.
And you will have a little bubbles because it's naturally when you moving things around, you get air in it. It's natural. So I'm going to put that to the side. And I want to do flowers. That to the side. Let's see what I have here. Because this is my daughter's, this is my daughter's tray. And she ordered these. She wanted me to get these. So she placed it in and I got them for her. So, oh, they smell so good. They smell so good. And why she want lemon? I don't know, but yeah. I'll link these in the description if you guys want where I got these from. Oh, and when you place these things down, make sure you have room over here for where you want to put your handles. Let me get the handles and show. By the way, I got this mold with this tray, and it's another mold too, but it's over there somewhere. And I already did the molds for the handles, so I'm going to put the handles about, to the edge. So what I want to do is make sure, first of all, you want to make sure they're even, but right now I just want to put it on there and put these flowers and stuff down where you want to put them so they don't interfere in the handles. Because again, like I said, I'm coming back later and doing it. Oh, it's only 3. I thought there was 4. So you just randomly put them around. They smell so good. I'm confused with what I want to use.
Here, I just want to.
You got to make sure they're not so big. And these are kind of big. So what I'm going to do is just do this. Don't know if I want to keep that in there. So we're going to put that to the side. There is plenty of flowers that are totally flat, but so far I haven't found them. I haven't been really looking for those. I just find something I like and I go by that. I don't search for the flat flowers yet because I have so many of these flowers. And the only reason I got these is again because my daughter wanted this color. And I'm just taking my time because I'm trying to let that resin sit just a little bit more. So if there's any bubbles that needed to come out itself. They'll come to the top. And let it get a little bit thicker. And I'm not going to keep these on right now unless it's a little thicker. I can put it on there, because if it's really watery, it will fall. I had that problem when I moved it. It just fell. And I'll show you in a second what I mean by it. And you don't want to waste all that resin to come down to it, doing all that, and then you can't use it or sell it. I can use mine because I'm going to probably alter it somehow. And instead of using them as handles, I might just use them as legs. I don't know. Make sure this is flat. There's a seed in it. I want to put this, oh, that's not what I want to do. I want to put the seeds down so this will stay flat, because you got to make sure it's flatter than the edge. The resin has to go over it. Okay, so we have that. Trying to get some more around the edges. Again, you don't have to use flowers. You can use whatever you like. Let's do these. You know what? Maybe if I flatten that.
Okay.
Just play around with your flowers. That's all I can tell you. Play around. Don't want that big old stem in it. I think it might be too big. No, but I don't really want to make it, I don't know. Guys, I don't know what to do. I don't know if I really want to put that much resin in it. I mean, it's covered. It will cover if I fill it up with a lot of resin. That just fell off. There you go. I don't want to do the big ones. I'm not feeling comfortable with that. Just want to break off the bottom piece. Oops. Let's do some of these. Try to get back on the edges so you have stuff over there. Guys, you don't know how much it smells. This smells so good. Wonder if you use potpourri. You know, the stuff you sit in your house and let it smell. Gives a nice little smell. I'm gonna try that one day. You guys interested in seeing how that works out? I would. Okay. Let's put some of these on here. I'm also going to try to find online, Amazon or something, find the real flat flowers, because this, I don't want them to be just sticking up, because you'll have them sticking out of your resin piece, and that's crazy too to have. It will drive me crazy every time you put something on it. It'll be poking up. Put some here. Put that down. There you go. All right. I don't know if I should put more or something else in there. No, let's put these in. Looks like my daughter already attacked these. Oh, they're too big. I want to flatten them. Oops. She's gonna kill me. She's gonna say, why did you flatten them? Because I don't want them to stick out. Okay guys, I think that's good with the flowers. Okay, let's get this stuff out of the way, the trash. Okay. Look, still clear. No bubbles. Let's get some in a cup. Where's my cups? I needed I'll just use this one. And I want to put just a little bit of glitter because she wants some little bit of shine to it. Okay. And I want to gradually add the glitter, because the last time I had the glitter, it just went crazy. Let me show you. I added a little bit of glitter and it came out like this, and she doesn't want this. Then I added less glitter and it came out like this, and she's okay with it, but it's good, whatever. So that's why you got to be careful of how much glitter you put in things. That's why you start slowly adding in. I mean, that's not bad, because she just wants a little bit of, I guess, finesse in it. There's another piece of glitter. There you go. Just a little bit, guys. Just a little bit. There you go. See? It's a little feather. Get out of there. Okay, let's pour it. Move you out of the way. Let me move these. I know I should have just kept them there. Watch. I know I'm going to regret it. Slowly pour on it. Just add a little bit on these. Go around the edges. Don't go all in the middle. When you pour it all in, you can go back and move them around. Actually, this whole thing gave me just enough for this. Get the sides. Don't have none on my hands. I just don't want this to get messed up. Because I really don't want to do that again. Just add a little bit more glitter. Oh. I mixed that too fast because you see how there's bubbles. It's all good. Just make sure you have it all leveled. I mean, resin should level on its own itself, self-leveling, as long as it's not thick when you do it. You should be good. Making sure I got all that. Guys, I'm literally showing you everything I do. Besides me getting upset, tossing things around because something doesn't work for me, is how I normally do a project. I usually have my TV up loud or, you know, watching other people's videos to entertain me, or watching mystery shows. That's just me. Or I'll be listening to music. What do you guys do when you guys are crafting? Leave it in the comment. Okay, it's done. So now I want to make sure that there's some epoxy underneath there. And I'll show you why, because I did it with flowers before and there was air bubbles underneath it. Try to make sure your flowers are pushed down. And again, I'm going to be putting more of resin over top this. This is just moving it around. See if I can push that down. Oops. Yeah. Pray that it stays under the resin. Well, I'm going to pray that it stays under the resin. Oh, I forgot. Try not to cover those holes right there. Bring some down here maybe. If you feel that it's not enough, you can add more. But on this tray, after I put handles, I'm going to also put the trinket tray and some other stuff on here so she can use it, not just a tray. She wants it to put on her vanity. So I'm going to show you how I do it. And this is all you guys got to do. Just move it around, make sure you got enough in there like you like. And I think I put it on my arm, yep. Make sure you have wet napkins on the side because you want to make sure this doesn't go in your skin, because to be honest, you don't want to get allergic to it. You don't know if you're allergic to it actually. So you want to make sure you keep gloves on your hands and make sure it doesn't get on your skin. So I'm gonna let this sit for about 4 to 6 hours, and then we're gonna come back and put the handles in it and the other pieces. So let me show you what I was doing before. Here you go. This is one of them I was doing. And she did not like this one because it's too, you got too much glitter on it, she said. I mean, it's good. I like it. I'm going to paint silver on it. And I will put this up. Maybe somebody want to buy it. And I will have my Etsy link in the description if you guys want to check over at my Etsy shop to see what I have in there so far. And if you're interested in any of these kind of things, please message me, and I will talk to you about how we can make one for you. And here's the one that I was telling you that the handles fell. Okay, you see how that's kind of crooked? The handles? Okay. And yeah, when it fell, it kind of also shifted a little. My daughter says it's still usable. I still can use it, but this was my first tray and I was not liking it because when it fell, resin got on the handle. I'm gonna have to clean that down some more. And if you look in the back, because I put the flowers down and the resin, it did not go underneath them, so it made air bubbles. So I don't know if you guys can see it. You see those little glossy spots? I was trying to use UV resin on it. Yeah, I stopped because I'm not liking it. So I'm looking at it and I'm trying to figure out what I can do. So I'm thinking, tell me what you guys think. I'm thinking that, first of all, I don't think it's going to sell like this. So I was going to use these as legs, turn it around, right? It's off your table, right? Then I was going to take like one of these types, but I'm going to use my new mold, wherever I found it, where I put it. This one, this size, you know, put it here, or, you know, somewhere that it can be used, or it might be too big. I might not even use that one because it's too big, it looks. So I might put one like this, and then put the one like this, you know, stuff like this to do. What do you guys think? I might put something around here, decoration, and all this will be stuck onto it. I'm going to show you what I mean. You see how I did this? I'm going to do the same thing. Whoa, misdropped it. I'm going to do the same thing to this that I did here. Okay? The only reason why I can't sell this one is because I had a defect in the molds. When I had the mold sitting down on something, I didn't realize I had another little mold underneath it. And yeah, the epoxy shift and made it's not an air bubble, but it puffed up. I don't know if you can see it. Okay? So my little grandbaby, not my niece, my little grandbaby's gonna get this one because she's my little princess, of course. So I thought that was cute. Technically, this is my first tray. This is my first tray on this mold. So, what do you guys think? That one doesn't have legs, but this one will have legs. I thought it was a good idea. What do you guys think? Tell me what you guys think, okay? So, I'm going to pause the video now, and I'm going to let this dry, and then I'm going to come back. Okay, I had this dry I had it sitting for over 12 hours. And yeah, this is the epoxy I'm using. It has a 2-hour work time, and it will take over 12 hours to just set dry. Set dry means that you can able to do this. Okay, so if you're using this, do not try to touch it or anything for over 12 hours, before 12 hours is up. So I have this stirred, no bubbles, as you can see, no bubbles, looks good. I want to get a cup. Put a little bit of glitter because I'm doing another, oops, that might be too much. I don't want to make it too white. I want to be able to see through it. So let's add our epoxy. Like I say, always little at a time, small amounts first. You can always add in, but you cannot take out. Okay? And as you can see, it needs a little bit more. So let's add just a little bit more. And when I did the flowers, I totally forgot the flowers that my daughter had on the side for me to use. So I don't know if I'm going to be able to use it. So these are the ones she had on the side waiting for me to use, and whew, over my head, forgot. Okay. I don't know, I want more, just a little bit more. There you go. Okay. Now, I'm going to set this aside a little bit. I noticed when I was looking at it that it has a little air bubble here, and I'm going to try to fix that later because I can't do anything about it now. And I want to try to put these in first, but I'm going to use hot glue, so this is going to be my first try. I've seen somebody do it once on a TikTok, and you know how TikToks, you got 15 to 60 seconds of a sped up or clips here and there. So all I saw is glue gun at the bottom, stuck down. So we're going to try that and see how that works, because whenever you put something down that's still liquidy, it can have a chance of falling. So let's try to get this started. Now all you got to do is try to measure it out to see how you want it and how close it you know where you want it. Remember, I had them about here. I'm thinking, sorry, I'm looking for also a ruler. It's always that way when you need something, you can't find it because you forget where you put them. Okay, here it is. So if I do it it's too high up. I want to put it about right here, I guess. And that's going to be, it says about 2 there to there. Whoops. Let me get a napkin. Sorry. I'm just putting a little bit on there just to give it a little stick, so when this epoxy gets poured, it doesn't go anywhere. I'm hoping that this works, guys. Like I said, I've never done it before. And I'm trying to make it straight. Trying to get these strands out of there. Pretty good. That looks about good. That looks good. Don't it? Looks good? Okay. Now, again, I have to think this out. I want to put the epoxy. Okay. Okay, that's these. Now, I gotta also remind you that this takes a lot of epoxy. A lot, okay? And these epoxies, the resins that I chose to use for this was a test to see how they work. So far they're okay, but what I don't like is that they're a little expensive for the little bit you get, because it's, what would I say, was you have two of these, so I use two A's and two B's, and two A's, I mean 1A is 200 milliliters, so this is 4 milliliters of A, and the other one is 100 milliliters, so this is 2, so this is 600, yes, 600 total of milliliters in here so far. And so far it's perfect, because I didn't want it totally filled. And you, like I said before, you got to make sure you have enough epoxy, because your work project, especially something like this, will take a lot of epoxy. So if I want to use this, I won't use it on a big mold like this again, because it's not enough. Because on this one, I also have to add in the trays, the, what do you call it? So, I'll get it in a minute. I'm thinking. The containers, and I'll show you what I mean. Let me get a wash rag or napkin. I'm gonna get it right now. Hold on. Remember, I gotta put these in there. And there's another one that I totally forgot to do. Because I want to put this in here, about right there, and then put this one over here. And I forgot to put like a bowl or something. Oh well, we're not going to do all that, but these are good for now. My daughter's just going to have to accept. I just want to move the heat gun. Because I know myself that I will end up putting my arm on it or something like that because I'm not using it and I will touch it. Okay, sorry. Now, let's put, I don't know, about right there. And you just set it. That's it. I want to move it, I don't know, like that maybe. And then this. It's here. Well, I can't, it's got too much, doesn't have enough epoxy there. Oops. There you go. What do you guys think? Is that good? You can still move things around. So just work with it. Try to work with it and around different areas. And see how you like it. Now I want to try to put these on here. Like I said, I forgot all about these things and I'm hoping that they work out. Oh, it's got a piece of hair on it. Try to catch it. There you go. Put one right here. Where's my, there you go. Again, I should have had this down first. And I know I'm going to have to put another epoxy over it. So I'm probably going to use a total different epoxy for this one. Another one. So let's push this, try to push them down as possible. It will pop up a little bit, so you just got to keep pushing down. Okay? Just keep pushing down. Just to let you know, I'm going to have to do this for at least, keep checking on this for at least 12 hours. I'm going to have to keep checking on it because it is epoxy. That's my fault. Because I totally forgot about this. These flowers. She reminded me after I did it. It's like, God dang it. Make sure you have gloves. Go. Try not to get anything on your handle. I want to try to put some of these. But I don't know. get rid of that. Go. Guys, just play around with it. Again, just keep playing. It's gonna look good, trust me. It's gonna look good. It's gonna look good. You just gotta be patient. Push all your flowers down. And again, this one, if you like to take your time, this is perfect. You have 2 hours of work time. You can have it sitting for 12 hours. Now also, you gotta also remember, this will be judged by the temperature of your room. So just remember that too. See if I can, I don't know what to do. Gotta push it down. And again, this does not have a smell, so I'm loving it for that. If you have sensitivity to strong odors, this is actually pretty good. It's not strong. Let me get that out of here. It's too thick. Push that down in there. That will go in there. Push that in there. I'm just pushing it around so I can push it in later. Putting it around so I can push it in later. There we go. So let's push them down again. Push it in. As you can see, I'm going to have to do another layer over it. Okay. Let's see if everything looks good so far. Everything looks good so far, guys. Now, I want to pour some of this on top here. Oops. There you go. Now, let's get all this little nonsense up. Okay. So now I'm gonna say I'm happy with that. I'm happy with that. Okay, that's good there. I'm trying to give space here so she can use the front and put it in the back, but I'm trying not to have it to the totally to the edge. So now I still have about a little less than a fourth more to dome it. Dome it means to make it leveled and even to the top of the mold, but I'm gonna wait until this dries. So let it dry and we'll come back. Okay guys, let's demold this tray from the epoxy. Now to recap, I used 2 boxes of this to make the tray itself, and I used the flowers. So let's demold. Now this has been a couple of days because you have to literally let sit, and if you need to add more, and of course I had to add more. So it looks like it overflowed on the one side. Overflow mean it was on the mold. That's no big deal. I can sand that down. Trying to take it easy to come off so I don't do any ripping. There you go. And there is the piece. Let's move this out of the way. There's the piece. So as you can see right here, I do need to trim this. As you can see how it's like flush, nothing, no issue. Now here you have a little ledge. So it's all on this side. So what I'll have to do is just take a razor blade or sand it down somehow and get that off. It's still a little soft, so I can probably take a X-Acto knife and clean it up, and then just sand it, and then I will paint silver around it because she wants silver, and that will be it. That's how you will do the tray. And this was specifically video done because I needed to make this, of course, and I wanted to try this crystal resin out, the crystal resin that I got from Micheals, and actually I like it. So for me, it's a little expensive, but if you need something that you want to try out and you got coupons, go try it out. This is really nice. So I'm okay with that. So with that being said, guys, thank you for watching. What do you guys think? Leave a comment. If you're not subscribed to me, please subscribe. If you like this video, please give me a thumbs up. And until my next video, guys, bye.